Welcome to the depths of the Swedish forest. My name is Frank and today I'm going to show you how I did that cinematic teaser that you just saw. This is kind of like a cool video effect that is very simple to do, but is quite powerful, and it gives kind of good mood, kind of scary mood in this case. But you are going to need three things. You're going to need a camera and a portable light and some kind of editing program. For the portable light, I'm using the Aperture MC. Great light for this, but you can use your phone or something else if you have. I'm going to use Adobe Premiere and After Effects for my editing program. And yeah, stick around and you get to see that as well. So when you have your equipment ready, all you need to do is scout a location. Just find something cool where you live and then go out and film it. So yeah, let's find a cool location. Let's go. Alright, so here we are again at a beautiful place that looks kind of moody. We got the stubbe and we got these nice, I don't know what you call them, but like flowers or sprouts sticking up from the ground. And I think this could be a really nice and moody place to shoot the next scene. The time is currently 21:05, so 9 o'clock p.m. and I'm just waiting for the sun to set, and then I think this place is gonna look beautiful. I'm gonna move some of these flowers and I'm going to put them in front to create a little bit of depth. I want to convey the sense of looking through something, like you're looking behind, almost like you're spying on something, because I think that gives a very spooky look. Like in a horror movie, you're almost always kind of like peeking from a corner, or if you can't film it in camera, you can always fake this effect. I placed a black color matte in the scene, I applied some blur, and then I just keyframed it to move to the left while the camera pans to the right. This way it looks like we're taking a peek from behind a tree, and I think it adds some mystery and movement to the scene. So I'm just gonna press record and let it roll, and then I'm going to keep the camera steady on the tripod, and then I'm going to shine the light in different ways, and then in the computer I can just mask out the things I don't want. And because I have a clean plate from this, I can basically mask out anything almost. So I'm gonna use the fire mode first. Now we're getting somewhere. It's starting to look pretty nice here. Place the light here, and I'm just gonna have a few minutes of it rolling. And then we got some nice kind of like fire-ish thing going on. And I'm gonna have another light where I used this blue light. Keep it here. Let's see how that looks. Okay, it looks great. We got three scenes. We got one clean plate, one with blue light, and one with some orange light. Now all we need to do is put these three images together, and then in our editing program we just mask out the things we don't want, like my hand for example. Since we have a clean plate underneath, it's very easy to mask it out. I also masked in the orange light to the right, and voila, we got our scene. On top of that you can add things like text, movement, or in this case I added some magic particles. So now that you know how this effect works, it's all about finding some cool spots to film. I scouted a few locations in the day when it's easier to see what you're filming, but obviously shining the light in an already bright scene doesn't have nearly the same effect as when it's dark. When picking a scene, it could be a good idea to choose a spot with some kind of moving element. It helps the viewer understand that it's a video they're watching and not just an image, and I think it makes the overall scene more interesting. This waterfall to the left is a perfect example of a moving part that is far enough from the light source that is quite easy to mask out, but it still adds some depth to the scene. If you really want the viewer to see the background, you can always add some extra light to it. I knew I wanted the waterfall to be seen, and it was just a bit too dark back there, so I added some blue moonlight to it. You can see the difference just a small light can make here. The text I used was a simple neon font, which I added some glowing effect to in Photoshop. I also used the pen tool to draw some simple wires connecting the different letters. I then exported several versions of the text with a mixed bag of dark and bright letters. Then in Adobe Premiere, I could simply switch between these layers and create a blinking effect. If you want a full Photoshop file so you can see exactly what I did, you can reach out to me on Twitter and I will set you up. For the last scene, I wanted something extra special, something that stood out so that you would leave the video with a good lasting impression. I wanted to keep it close to the nature theme, and I tried a few things like shooting macro leaves and shooting in different types of flowers. I ended up doing a macro shot with one of my flowers with some smoke in it, and I really liked the apocalyptic and dark vibe it gave off, so I used it. For this scene I did most of the editing in Adobe After Effects, which I then imported into Adobe Premiere. Because this scene had movement in it, I had to 3D track the text to follow the camera movement, otherwise it wouldn't look real. To fake the light turning on and off, I made a new layer with a lumetri color effect on, which had increased exposure and decreased shadows. Then I just made a mask on this layer and revealed it to sync with the neon sign turning on. Now, this project have been in the works for quite a long time, but I am proud to say that it's finally finished. I started this last summer, and then, life and other projects got in the way, but I finally completed it, so I'm really proud of that. So the project I made this trailer for is called Gains Network, and it's a decentralized leverage trading platform. Basically, it's a Web3/crypto application where you can trade synthetic assets. Personally, I'm invested in this project. I've talked to the developer and I've done my research, and it's a very good project. However, I do not recommend investing anything or even using this platform if you're a beginner, because there's a lot of financial risk with this. But I will leave a link down below if you want to check out the website. But enough about the project. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something, and I hope you had as much fun as I had making this video. I will make more videos as soon as I got time and as soon as life steps out of the way. Alright, take care.